Hello there. Welcome to, I was going to say Motivated Entrepreneurs. This isn't Motivated Entrepreneurs. This is Hacking Self-Storage. Now, this is such an important podcast today that I believe you guys are going to get so much out of it. Well, I hope you are anyway. I could be overselling it, but I really don't think I am. And I know I wear a cap on these videos and a hoodie, etc. But please do not let that take away from the absolute knowledge bombs that I am about to give you. And I've just recently put on, and I realize that back in my head when I'm saying this now, I'm thinking, oh my God, Dean, this better be good. This better be good. People are going to be judging you straight away. Right. So I've just put an offer in for somewhere in the north of England for a facility, 5,000 square foot facility, but it gets massive returns. I really do think that people you're overthinking it when it comes to self-storage. We're following everybody else. Everybody is following everybody. We're always doing what everybody else has done. Big 30,000, 10,000, 40,000, big locations. But why don't we challenge the obvious? That's what COVID has taught us, if nothing else, is to challenge the obvious, challenge what's always been done and see if there's a more efficient and better way of doing things. My idea here is to open 10 microsites in the next 10 years, next year. Oh, I know. I'm going to need a lot. I need some big pockets. But I believe that people are missing a trick here. I really believe that this is diversifying my business. It's diversifying my risk. If I open one big facility, 30,000 square foot, what happens if that doesn't work for one? What happens if I put it in the wrong location? What happens if a big company comes in on one or two people come in before I hit maturity? It's just a risk. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to them. I want to open big sites again, like Stormore, big 30,000 square foot facility, and then a mezzanine. So we've got 60,000 square foot, and then we've got half an acre outside. Only problem is it is a massive drag and drain on your cash flow, and it's one location. If you get something wrong, if you get your criteria, your measurements wrong, then you're in a world of pain. If I diversify and have more facilities, then it can only protect your business. And that is what I'm not looking to protect my business. I just think it's such a fantastic return on investment. And that, my friends, is what I'm going to talk to you today. I'm literally going to pull up my spreadsheet and I'm going to go through it thoroughly so you guys can see exactly why I am doing it, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just literally going to run through my spreadsheet. This is Gavin from Storer's spreadsheet, by the way. So if you want to run through it with me, you're more than welcome. And I'll tell you exactly all my numbers here so you guys can have a look at it. I've done it for £17 per square foot. I always like to say, what if? Okay, what happens if we hit £17 per square foot? What happens if we hit £18 per square foot? What happens if we hit £19 per square foot? And what happens if we hit £20 per square foot? What are the implications? What are the return on investments? Just so we can make a sound business investment. And this, my friends, is why that I am actually making an offer. Well, I've made an offer today. I'm just going to put this up. Just the last one, I put £20. Okay, so the size of a facility is 10,000. Exactly. Well, I say 10,000. It's 5,000 over 2 floors, so mezzanine flooring. So it's 10,000 exactly. You don't get, very rarely do you get exact, but it's well, I'm saying that. The other place I looked at was exactly 4,000. So maybe you do, right? And by the way, I'm still trying to get the other one as well, but hit a roadblock there. Right. So the square foot is 10,000. I've put in here £17 per square foot. The percentage of the percentage of wastage, so wasted space like corridors, there's toilets, bits and bobs like that, is going to be 25%. So we took 25% off. I put eventual occupancy here as 85%. Months to fill, I put 12 months to fill. I believe that it'll only take me 12 months to fill. That means that I need to rent out £531 per month in square footage. That's what I need to net gain every single month. The insurance income as a unit revenue is 15%. Now, how do I get 15% insurance of my unit rental? The unit rental I want. So you take the unit rental. I want 15% of that as my insurance. That's how we work it out. And I'm going to go through it exactly how and why we do that in Friday's episode. So make sure you tune in for Friday's episode as well. Okay, so the rent per square foot here is £3.60 per square foot, but it's over 2 floors. So it's actually 5,000 square foot, it's £7.20 overall. So £7.20 for the 5,000 square foot. The business rates is a little bit expensive as this one. It's 44,500 or 44,750 pound, I believe it is. I believe the payable is 49.9, somewhere on there anyway. 49 pence or something, or 49.9 pence. That is what's payable. I put here rent-free period 9 months. I think we might actually get a bit better than that. I've asked for a bit better than that, but I've gone for 9 months. Other monthly costs, so £950 in other monthly costs. If we shoot down to other monthly costs, I've got monthly cleaning fee, because it's going to be, obviously, it has to be this size. It has to be a manless facility. I've got £150 for cleaning fees, marketing, £400. I don't believe we'll do any marketing at all, because it's a prime location. I don't think we'll need to. The SEO for the competition is very, very weak, so I believe we'll smash it. We'll be the top rated one. Site insurance, 150 quid. Telephone, internet, electric, 200 quid. There's no telephone there. Internet, oh, there has to be internet. There has to be internet because of no key. So I think we're over egging it there. So 200 quid. Accounting and system and bank fees, 50 quid I put down for there. Right, let's go back. And payment processing fee, because we are using Stripe on this facility. I can go into if anybody's interested, I can do a podcast about Stripe versus direct debits. And I am waning a little bit away from direct debits. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. So yeah, we're going Stripe on this one. So it's 1.5% or somewhere around there anyway. So it's not too much. Cost per fit out, including Noki, is £15. With, again, £15 per square foot. It's very difficult to guesstimate. It used to be £12.50, but when I was getting my quotes, I was seeing that it was a little bit higher. So I'm putting in £15 now. We've got half the mezzanine flooring in there already. So I think that'll cover it. But you never, ever know until you get the quote, especially nowadays with the costs of just rising and skyrocketing for everything. Let's have a look. What other other setup costs? I've got £2,500 for a gate and fencing. Might be on the cheap side. However, I've got £5,000 for signage and painting. That might be on the day side. Legal fees, £3,000. Might be on the day side there. Roller shutter, £2,000. Hey, guess what? It's already got doors. And a roller shutter. I don't need them. But I've still kept it in the slush fund just in case. Stamp duty, 1,500 quid. Others, I put £2,500 in there just to make sure that we're all bases covered. So as you can see there, I've literally thought about every single thing I can do there. There's no more I can think of there. So that's all my costs that I can see. And if it fills up within 12 months, that means that the maximum funding that I will need, including, this is what I love about this spreadsheet, including, because obviously it works out for you exactly the runway of cash you're going to burn through as well. Because don't forget, as soon as you open, you've got no customers, but you've got to pay rates, you've got to pay electric, you've got to pay, whatever, you've got to pay all that. So we need to account for that as well, because that is funding. You need that funding. It's not just for the capital expenses. It's not just to do the shop fit, but I will need in total £169,188. That is exactly what I'll need. I don't know how deep to get to this with you guys, but I'll try and do an aerial view. And aerial view first of all, and I'll dive a little bit deeper. And if anybody wants to switch off, I can do, if they're not interested. Right, so at £17 per square foot, so me getting £17 per square foot and filling up within a year, which in the location is absolutely possible. I should easily do it. I should easily do 531 square foot. There's no local competition as well, so it's a brilliant location. So my total cost for the facility, because I'll be having 4 outdoor 75 square foot units and I'll be having 6 containers. So my overall funding that I will need, so I've said maximum funding for the inside is £169,188, but I will need £30,000 for the external units. That's a little bit of a guesstimate. It could be a little bit high, it could be a little bit low, but we're in talks with trying to get the prices down. So we'll see about that. It's a guesstimate. So we're hoping somewhere on there. I'm trying just to see what else I can tell you before I get into the actual. No, I'll get straight into the cost. So total cost of a facility is going to cost me, the maximum I'm going to need for this facility, the absolute maximum is £199,188. The total profit for the facility after 12 months is going to be 75,420. So the maximum I will need, including my burn rate, my burn cash, is £199, 199,188, and my profit is going to be 75,420. I'm going to generate, by the way, it's £17 per square foot for indoor and for outdoor. So there's no difference there. Obviously, it's a small site, so I would expect smaller units, which means that if it's smaller units, as you all know, the smaller unit, the higher the square footage, the price per square foot. So £17 will be absolutely no problem whatsoever. So that means I will get a yield of 37.9%. I've been to see 2 self-storage facilities in this last week. In this week, actually. Well, you're listening to this on Wednesday. I'm recording it the previous Thursday. This week, I have been to see 2 facilities for acquisition purposes, and I can't get it. I can't, even if I pull out all my magic that I've got, I can all the juice I can squeeze. I'm only going to get 20%, and these facilities are freehold, but 20%. I can't bring myself to do it. Yes, I know it's a freehold, etc. But that's if I maximize every little part of the facility. And it's a lot of money. Both facilities, one was £950,000, one was £2 million. I just can't bring myself to do it because the cash flow is not there. And for me at this part, don't get me wrong, I'm still looking for acquisitions, but for me at the minute, cash flow has to be the most important thing for me at this point in my journey because I need cash flow to grow. And so therefore, yes, maybe in a year's time, I could start looking at them yields, 20% for 2 million. I would expect that I'll find better. But yeah, it's just for me at the minute, I've got to go down this route. So a 37.9% return cash on cash. 37.9. That's at £17 per square foot. Unbelievable. I would gain £21,420 for the outdoor units. That's including insurance. And I would gain £4,500 a month. So 4,500 times by 12 equals £54,000 internally. So the total would be, just make sure, plus 21,420. I did all these sums last night at God knows what time. 75,420. Yep, so I was right. So it's 37.9% yield. Return, cash on cash, beautiful. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, the business valuation, 8 times multiple, I believe strongly will get more than 8 times multiple, especially when you consider the portfolio we're going to have. I really do believe within 2 years' time, we'll have 20 sites. Oh, yes, 20 sites. There's always people going, yeah, right, whatever. Trust me. Well, don't trust me. I'm trying. I can definitely guarantee you one thing, that I am trying. That's what I'm trying to do. I want more than that in 2 years, especially with this automation as well. Super excited. Literally spending my time traveling around the country now, looking at self-storage sites, and I love it. So 8 times multiple, that means the valuation of the facility. So you're not only getting cash flow of 37.9% at £17 per square foot, but you're also getting cash flow. You're also getting an asset that's worth 8 times multiple of £603,360. And when I was talking to my my mentor about it, Dan Bradbury, Dan was like, because Dan's job is to talk me out of things. His job is to talk me out of it. He goes, I can't talk you out of it. He said, Dean, funding. You tell me how much you need. We'll get it. So it's an incredible return on investment. Absolutely incredible. And by the way, just so you all know, I have put in another offer for a £950,000 freehold. But I'll be leasing it for 3 years with an obligation to buy after 3 years for £950,000. That is it's an incredible return on investment. That one as well. And I can't tell you too much about it because it's going to the board at the minute, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully that gets passed, and that's a roundabout just under 12,000 square foot facility, but it's got a massive outdoor yard, and I mean massive. We can actually do an extension if we so need to as well. So there's I've even took my mum to go and see it. That's how in love with this property I am. I took my mummy and dad. I took my mummy and daddy to go and see it with me as well. So I've gone, I nearly said where it was. Traveled all the way up there, ran about 3 hours away. It took us a bit longer because of bloody road closures. And then I took them out for lunch and I said, what do you think to it? And they said, you can't get a better location. Mum loves it because it was near B&M. She doesn't like B&M really. Anyway, nothing wrong with B&M. I love B&M. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, quickly move on. Right, so if it was £18 per square foot, because like I say, you need to do more than one guesstimate of these spreadsheets. I believe so anyway. And also, just in case, like, just test it out, test the numbers out. Say if you want to fill up within 12 months, 531 square foot, which is easily doable, 531 square foot per month. What happens if you don't do that? What's it look like if it's over 15 months, 18 months, 24 months? What does it look like? Just plug in them numbers to make sure your numbers work. £18 per square foot. The yield is 41.7%. The cash on cash return is 41.7% after year one. You do not get numbers like this, but not only that, you're getting a property that is worth, but it's not your property, but a business that is worth at 8 times multiple, £661,248. It's beautiful. It's music. I went to bed last night and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, oh my God, I found a way in. And I know so many people, especially Paul Whittaker. Every single time I saw him at the thing, he just put his arm on me and goes, you give too much away, you do, and just walked off. I know so many people say, I give too much away. And I was thinking, should I say this? Should I say this? But I know, and my wife said something to me. I said, yeah, but Claire, if I'm not open and honest, then people won't listen. And she goes, yeah, but what's more important, making money or people listening? I was like, shit, people listening. I didn't really. I said, obviously making money. But I feel as though this can really, really help people, because for a microsite, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to cost you the earth. 199,000. You don't have to do external units. You can just do 169,000 for internal and you get a superb return. There is one caveat. Obviously, you have to have some sort of person managing it. I'm lucky because we've got a storage facility, so it all just plugs into store more anyway. And if there's any questions, anybody on, we've got the phone calls. If somebody emails, somebody's there. Somebody's manning the phones and someone's manning the emails, because we've already got that. It's the economies of scale. So it's not cost us an extra penny, but it will cost you guys something, whether it's £1,000 a month, whatever it is. So just remember that your figures won't be the same as my figures, because unless you've got a storage facility you can plug it into, because you need someone to answer questions. So that being said, I know I give a lot away, but I really do believe that it's all about execution as well. Anyway, it's not about the ideas. Ideas don't mean anything. It's the execution. So I know this has a potential. I keep telling my sisters to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to get on this horse. This has a potential to change people's lives. Oh, massive, massive opportunity for people. So if you're on the fence, and I've spoken to so many people at the conference that are thinking about starting self-storage, then you've got to do it. Or there's another option, by the way, guys, another option. I want to borrow money. I want to start a fund. So if anybody is interested, then hit me up, deanbooty@icloud.com. Let's have a chat. Let's see what I can do for you and you can do for me. And by the way, zero equity. This is an equity play. This is just me borrowing money off people, whether it be the banks, whether it be private individuals. We've got a little bit of a war chest, but like I said, I want 10 of these. And if I need 10 of these, I'm going to need like £2 million. So I've got a little bit of a war chest, probably half of that. So it's not enough to get where I want to go. So yeah, we are chasing funding at the minute. So, but this is a beautiful opportunity for you to do it yourself. If you don't want to do it yourself, then you can back me, and you can get a decent return on your money. Hopefully you believe that the money is pretty safe, because I believe we know what we're doing. So if it's £18 per square foot, it's 41.7% return. The valuation, like I said, is £661,248. If I get £19 per square foot, the yield, cash on cash return, is 45.6% return. The value of the business then would be £719,136. £719,136. Unbloody real. Absolutely nuts after 12 months. I also want to mention that when I'm saying 18 and £19 per square foot, I'm still keeping the outdoor units at £17 per square foot because there's got to be a level. There's got to be a ceiling to what you can earn outside units. So I want you to know that the outside units are keeping with this spreadsheet, they're keeping at £17 per square foot. If I got £20 per square foot, and let's remember that at Willoughby, we're very, very good. And we get over £21 last time I checked. I'm sure it'll be more now. I'm sure it'll be, I think it was £21.52. So we may even get 22 quid now because of all the price increases, etc. So if we get £20 per square foot, remember these will be smaller units, so there's no reason at all why we couldn't actually surpass £20 per square foot, then the yield would be 49%, 49.6%. So let's round it up and say 50%. Holy moly, let's do that. So 49.6% cash on cash return. It's wonderful. But not only that, not only are you getting a 49.6% return cash on cash, you're getting a valuation of the business of £777,024. £777,024. Absolutely bananas. It really is. So I'll keep bringing these deals to you and letting you see what we're looking at. I'll let you know about the offer. I can tell, you can always tell by the agent, there's nobody else interested other than me. So by the way, this is all at asking price. He's already mentioned we might be able to get 12 months free. But I put 9 months just in case because, well, he hasn't said you can get 12 months free. What he's told me is you can get 12 months cash because they're going to be selling the property. It's a big property. There's loads of other different businesses in it. It's a trade counter. There's going to be loads of other businesses there. There is loads of businesses there. This is the last one to fill up, and then they're going to be selling it. So they don't want to do a rent-free period. They would rather give me a year's free rent. So if it's 35 grand, for example, they'll give me 35 grand. That's what I've been told. So I put 9 months free rent here, but guess what? It's going to be more than that, isn't it? It's going to be more than that. So these figures will change again. I believe that I can get a better rent per square foot as well. So these figures will all change. This is just if I get the asking. This is if I get below what he's already said I can have, because he said 12 months free or 12 months, 12 months cash. So therefore, I've put down 9 months. So these will be better than what I've already said. I believe that I've gone overboard with the monthly costs as well. I believe I've gone just a little bit overboard with the marketing. 400 quid. Don't think I'll spend that. Telephone and electricity. No telephone, just internet. 200 quid. I don't think I'll pay that a month either. So I think I've gone over there as well. I think I've gone over on the other setup costs, electric gates, signage, legal fees, roller shutter doors. We've already got them anyway. Others, 2.5 grand of surplus money just in case. Stamp duty. So I believe I've gone over. So this is I don't want to say worst case scenario. Well, it's pretty much down there as £17 per square foot, 37.9% yield, plus all these extras. I mean, you're going to be very, very unfortunate not to get 40% return cash on cash on this. So yes, I know I give too much away. I know I give a lot away, but I want to keep doing it because I also want my kids to see exactly how we do things as well and what we look at and how excited I am about certain things. And it's not. There's plenty of facilities out there for us all. I'm sure we're looking anywhere in the UK because obviously it's a manless facility, and so therefore we can run it. We can dial in. We can run it anywhere in the country. So it doesn't really matter where in the UK. People think a 7-hour drive in America is on the doorstep, and yet we won't travel 3 or 4 hours in around here. We believe it's too far away. Again, challenge your assumptions because other people's assumptions, people I know in masterminds, they've set it up on the doorstep 7 hours away. I was like, what? 7 hours away? That's not on your doorstep. That's literally the other end of the country for me. I don't think there's anywhere I can't reach in the UK with a 7-hour drive. Maybe there is, I don't know, but maybe not. I'm right slap bang in the middle of the country, so I doubt it. Maybe there is, but yeah. So widen your perspective, widen where you think, and just challenge where your self storage can be, and just challenge your assumptions because we assume, but we can only do it on our doorstep, which is not possible. Don't be hamstrung by your location. Your location now can be anywhere with no key technology. Superb. It's incredible. So you can be anywhere in the country. Hopefully, the idea of this podcast is just to open your mind to what's possible. And hopefully this just giving you just a little bit of a glimpse of what is possible for you guys out there looking for self-storage. Because It's just the best business model I can think of. I don't know another business model that works like this. I've got friends in business. I'm in masterminds with hundreds of different business owners, and there isn't another business that works like this. Today, I just come back from watching James Bond. It's been fantastic. Don't get me wrong, we had a fire test and my phone was ringing because the alarm goes to my phone, which I need to change anyway. But yeah, it's fantastic. It is literally a great lifestyle business. It can be a great lifestyle business. Well, don't get me wrong, you need to know what you're doing, but it can be as hands-off or as hands-on as you wish. So yeah, right. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, on the next episode, what I'll be doing is I'll be running through my insurance prices, etc., just to show you how we get 15%, because a lot of people have been in contact saying 15%, we get nowhere near that. How you get 15%? You can't get 15%. I'm going to show you how. And so every time we set up a new facility now, we have to hit 15%. We have to. That's part of a business model. All right, my friends, challenge the obvious, challenge your assumptions, and I'll speak to you on Friday. See you soon. Love you. Appreciate you. Bye.